Although in some country, to protect the rights of the woman, the government want to abolish polygamy. They want to change the law of divorce and other things like this because
law of divorce. They try to change the law of polygamy, declare polygamy as illegal, like in England. Polygamy is illegal, but it doesn't make any difference to those who live with mistresses. You don't have to declare a woman of your wife. You can have as many mistresses in such countries as you like. So, I'll tell you. Once in our school of Oriental and African Studies, there were some boys who were laughing at Muslims. And they were saying they have 4 wives, 4 mothers. So one of the boys said, "We have 4 mothers, you have 4 fathers." 4 fathers mean 4 as well as 4. So the fact is that here in such countries it's not difficult at all. Hazrat Muslim brought his wives along with him, and they registered only one as wife and the rest were registered as mistresses. So he didn't care. He said, "What do we care? In the sight of Allah we are clear, and that's all we want." Have you mentioned about my father and his wives?
Yes, I did, yes.
And the joke in the school?
Yes, but I cannot translate that in French because forefather, cannot be translated. That was the problem. So I explained that I couldn't.
Incidentally, there is a custom now, a new custom, that everybody who asks a question also tells a joke. And last time you excused yourself, you said you were not prepared. And today I am not going to excuse you. Tell us your joke. You're ready with joke?
I think so.
Yes.
But it's going to be English because of my... there are 3 people. One is American, one is Pakistani, and one is French.
Yes.
They jump into an aeroplane. The aeroplane takes off, starts flying,
yes.
And suddenly the radar goes wrong. And they say, what can we do now? What is, it's a big problem. And they said, no problem. We continue flying. We'll see. And once, the French, he said, let me do something. He put his hand out of the window. He said, voila, we are in France. We are in Paris. We are at Paris. And the other asked, why? How do you know? He said, because I put my hand, I touch the Eiffel Tower. Oh, very nice, very, very good, very wise. They continue flying. After a few hours, the American, oh my God, we are in New York. And the rest ask, how you know? Because I have touched the Statue of Freedom. Oh, very good, very good. They continue flying for more few hours. And the Pakistani says, oh, we are in Karachi, ठीक है. And the others ask, how you know? Because someone took away my watch.
Somebody has stolen his watch.
I think you have a joke.
Yes. Somebody goes to the jungle and he sees all the animals laughing except the donkey.
Every animal is sleeping.
He's laughing
except the
donkey. So 1 week later he goes and the donkey is laughing loudly. All the animals are quiet. So he asks the monkey, what happened? The monkey said, the lion made a joke last week. Only this week the donkey realized the joke.
What?
Understand.
I couldn't follow him.
You can tell the last part.
The man goes into the jungle.
Yes.
And then the first week everybody is...
All animals are laughing except the donkey.
And the second week...
Then the second week the donkey is laughing and they are not laughing.
Yes, he asked why. It's because the donkey didn't understand the week before, but they understood this week.
I understand, yes.
So this is a week I learned by the joke. I hope you like it. two Frenchmen are traveling in Ireland, and they are on a train, and two Irishmen were talking between each other, and one said to the other, "I've been to Kilkenny, I have been to Kilpatrick," and he asked the other, "So where are you going?" And the other said, "I've come from Kilkenny, now I'm going to Kilmore." One of the Frenchmen whispered to the other, said, "Let's get out of here. Those are murderers talking." He didn't realize that, Kilpatrick, Kilkenny, these are names in Ireland.
I see. Now, I'll tell you one joke about an American who asked his brother that his dog is very dear to him. So he's going to Japan, and from Japan he will ring every day and inquire about the dog, how is it faring. He said, all right. So we went to Japan and telephoned and said, it's all right, it's fine. Next day again he telephoned. So the dog had died out of a disease. So he said, your dog is dead. He was shocked. He said, you are a stupid boy. He said, what do you mean by stupid boy? He is dead. He said, but don't tell me like this. You shouldn't have told me like this. You should have said something else. He said, what, for instance? He said, you should have said he went to upstairs on the roof, and it was difficult to take him down. So I called fire brigade, and they sent a man up to fetch him. And the dog was so afraid that he jumped. So he jumped from the top floor, and he was injured. So they have taken him to hospital, and where he is being treated. So he's all right, he's better, all right. Then I should have asked again, if I might have phoned you again and asked about the dog. Then you might have said, poor dog is suffering very heavily, and the doctors have given him injection, and hopefully they say he may survive. And the next day you could have told me, brother, I am really sorry, the dog is dead. So in these steps I might have prepared myself for the shock. He said, all right, I understand anyway. Then we telephoned him next morning about his mother. He said, how's my mother? He said, he has gone to the roof. She's gone to the roof. You understand? This joke can be translated.
Okay.